Well, here we are again, $1,001 bills from my lucky bill bank in hopes of scoring some rare star notes, some collectible US paper notes, some older bills, or maybe a printing error. Hey everyone, it's Rob Finds Treasure and welcome back to the channel. $1,001 bills are sitting in front of me. We're hoping that we can find some collectible US notes. Now, if you're new to bill searching or new to my channel, I have a ton of resourceful links about bills down below in the video description. Feel free to check those out. Or if you like my collectible US paper notes mat, I have a quick link to that, not only down below, but also right there for your convenience. What I'm looking for today is mainly any one of these fancy serial numbers that you see here. I'll be looking for what's known as web notes, bar notes, star notes, hoping that they're rare. And obviously with 10 straps here, I'm hoping to get 10 star notes. That's one per every 100 bills searched. Now at the end of all of the hunt, I'll have all my star notes over here if I find any, and we'll plug them into the star note lookup site that I also have listed down below to see if any are more rare. Rare star notes sell for a pretty good premium. Just check out the recent sales on eBay. All right, 10 straps. Let's get going. You guys know the drill. I'll be hunting these off camera. I'll bring you back for strap recaps. And if I have any great finds, amazing finds in between the recaps, of course, I'll bring you right on in. Wish me luck. Here we go. Strap number one, kick us off right. First strap did give us a couple of finds. Well, one find for sure, a star note, 2017. Don't see the J out front too often. Hopefully that one's a little more rare. Of course, we'll look it up at the end. Couple of close calls. This one's actually a trinary note. Trinary means the serial number is made up of only 3 numbers, but that 3 messed it up big time. It would have been only a binary note, only 2 numbers, and it was almost a repeater binary, 1551, 1551, but it's not. It's just kind of a cool note. Almost worth keeping. Like I said, had that 3 been a 1 or a 5, definitely would keep it. I'm probably not. I don't keep trinaries, even though this one's kind of fancy. And then this one was just another one that was a close call. 01010230. Had it been 01010203, switch those around, I might have kept it. But again, just another close call with all low digits. That's nothing fancy, really. So, one keeper in the first strap. Let's move on to strap number 2. Unfortunately, strap number 2 didn't have any real finds. We have sort of a miscut bill here. Of course, you can see some of the white border on the right side. For a true miscut, you want to have no border showing on one of the ends. And yeah, we definitely have some border showing, but pretty off center either way. Almost worth keeping, but not in the greatest shape. So we'll send it back. I just want to point out that you want to look for offcuts like that or miscuts like that. All right, 2 straps down, only 1 find. Tough start. Come on, strap number 3. Let's get going. Well, strap number 3 was another tough strap for star notes. We didn't get any more this time, but we have 3 bills to talk about. We'll start with this one. This is what's known as an odometer note, where the last digit or 2 looks like it's kind of moving upwards. And not only is it moving upwards, it's pretty high compared to most of the ones you see. Plus, it's a light inking bill where the ink gets less and less in the serial number. So I'm going to keep this one. I'm going to put it in nice bill protector. I'll show it here in a minute. We also had a close call to a bookender. A bookender means the first 2 or 3 numbers match the last 2 or 3 numbers, and typically you want zeros in the middle. This was a close call, 552, 00, 559, and it's in decent shape. Had it been a bookender, probably a $5 or $10 bill, I would have kept it all day. It's just a close call. And then speaking of close calls, this is almost what's known as a super repeater. A super repeater is 2 numbers repeating 4 different times. And man, it's close. It doesn't look as close up front when you first look at it, but if you dissect it down, 09, 34, 09, 09. That 34 needed to be an 09, and we would have had a super repeater, but it's not. Just wanted to bring it up since I don't find them too often. Wanted to discuss it. Let me get this flipped up. That's a nice find, but we have 3 straps hunted so far and only 1 star note. Pretty tough start. We need strap 4 to help us out. Get us on some finds. All right, strap number 4 gave us a couple of finds. I'll get to those in a second. I get asked all the time, where I get my bill protectors at. I have links to those down below in the video description, but if I can find it on YouTube shopping, I'll put another link to that one right there. These are the semi-rigid ones versus the hard plastic ones. I like these better for bills. And yeah, anyway, that's what we got. That's what we have for that bill. The two finds in strap number 4, we finally got another star note, 2017 from L, and a slight miscut here as well, but that's a nice find. Second star note makes me happy, and it's not in the best format, but it's a relatively newer birthday note, 2019, the 16th of February. Not the best birthday note because the viewer would have to be 5 years of age, but maybe one of my viewers has a kid that was born on this day and you just want a bill for his collection. If you do want it, send me an email. I'll put it to the side with my other birthday notes that I've been holding on to. All right, what do we keep there? We kept 2 notes out of that strap. Moving on to strap number 5, and that'll mark the midpoint of the hunt. Strap number 5, another tough strap. Holy cow. We did get a couple of almosters, just almost fancy because there's lots of the same number. Almost 5 8s in a row, but they're separated. Almost 5 deuces in a row, but they're separated. Just some close calls. They look somewhat fancy. They're just not bills I keep. They have to have 5 in a row or 5 of a kind in a row for me to keep them. And these don't have that. Although, man, they are close, especially this bill. This bill is almost a binary as well, with that 5 being an 8 or a 7 have been sweet. They're not. Just close calls, like I said. We did get our first older bill, a series 1988A, and I've mentioned it before. You always want to check the back of your 88As, your 93s, and your 95s for what's known as a web note. You want that printing plate number to be above the 1, not below it. And so what you look for right here is that printing plate number. You flip it around, you look for it, nothing's up there. Printing plate number's down there. That means it's not a web note. It's not a fancy schmancy one, but it's older than 1999, and I keep the older bills. One keeper only out of that strap. We only have 5 decent notes and really only a couple of real keepers through the first 5 straps in general. Luckily, these straps were all part of the same bundle. Looked like they had the same date and the same teller stamp on there. So hopefully if that teller was pulling out star notes, this teller was not. Second 5 straps coming up. Fingers crossed we get on some finds. Strap number 6. Again, no star notes. Man, I'm starting to think they're pulling them out on me, but either way, we'll keep looking for them. We did get a birthday note. It's kind of an older birthday note. 1938, November 13th. That's pretty old out there. I guess, what is that, 85? Going to be 80. Well, just turned 86. And but it could be one of my viewers' father or mother's birthday, so I'll hold on to it for a little bit. Second birthday note. We're grasping at straws here for finds because, yeah, 2 star notes through 6 straps. Man, that's one of my worst starts in a long time. Hopefully, though, with 4 straps left, we find another one. All right, let's find another one. All right, strap number 7 wasn't a complete dud. We did get a star note 2017 E-Series, and we got another birthday note of sorts. 2001, the 27th of March. We'll take it. Still a birthday note. 3 birthday notes, 3 star notes, and yeah, not a bad strap at all. 3 more straps left, though. Let's see if strap number 8 can keep us on the finds. Strap number 8, we've got 4 star notes now. 2021 D-Series, and I kept the closest almoster up there. 1s, 3s, 0s, and 4s. Not fancy enough. Either way, though, I'll take it. 4 star notes. Starting to get a few. If we can just get a couple of more, it'll make for a decent video, I guess. Let's see if we can get a couple more. Strap number 9 was a dud for star notes. I did put the coolest non-keeper note on top. Had that 8 been a 3, would have been an awesome note. 00111, 233, or even 223. But it ruined it. Either way, I'll send it back. We did have the find of the hunt, though, with 1 strap to go. Take a look at this. And for those that have a keen eye, you can see we have what's known as a repeater note. 8014, 8014. It's 2013 bill. It's in really rough shape. Water stains, folds, creases, heavy circulation. But you know what? It's still a fancy serial number. It still has value to somebody out there. We'll hold on to it. Probably our second best find. Maybe our first best find of the hunt because of the fact that it's a repeater. I wish it was in better shape. 9 straps down. I also wish we had more star notes. Only 1 strap left. Can we at least get 1 to give us 5? Let's find out. Well, it looks like strap number 10 is the save the best for last strap. We got 2 star notes in this strap, which was our best strap overall for star notes. A total of only 6, but now at least it's respectable for the 10 straps we hunted. We also have a pretty over-inking error. Let me show you this bill right here. You can see how terrible United States of America is. It even has bleed down almost on the entire bill, really bleeding all over the place. And the Secretary of Treasury is really dark. For comparison, I grabbed another bill, same block, just a different run. You can clearly see how much tighter and nicer this bill is compared to this one. And even though this is over-inked pretty bad, it's not a bill I would normally keep. Not a bill I would normally keep. You guys let me know down below. I'll tell you what, I'll hold on to it for now. Is that something you would keep? It might only be worth a few bucks, to be honest. And I usually don't keep over-inking bills like that. Same thing, I don't keep over-inking bills if 1 or 2 of the digits is a little bit more over-inked as well. But that's an over-inked bill. Figured I'd point it out compared to another one. And then we got another oldie. Series 1995. You know I had to check it for the web note. Flipped it around. Sure enough, it is not a web note. And of course, if it is a web note, it's been covered by other viewers. You wouldn't have the printing plate information up here as well. It would be blank there. But wanted to point it out, another oldie. For as tough as a hunt that this felt like it was, because of the 6 star notes, we actually had a lot of finds. We had 2 older bills, 3 birthday notes, 2 other keeper notes, one being a odometer note, one being a repeater, and technically an over-inked bill. It wasn't that bad overall. It wasn't that bad overall. I'll definitely take it. Let me do this. Let me plug in all the star notes now to the star note lookup site. I'll bring you guys back in for my findings on those as well as my final thoughts on this 10 strap bill hunt. Well, unfortunately, I plugged in all 6 of these star notes from today's hunt, and none of them are rare. They're all common. But even common star notes like this usually sell for 2 to 3 times face, so I'm glad that I found them. I will say a quick note. I've heard some rumblings about star notes being phased out. There is some truth to that. Star notes will be phased out as the systems that print them, or as the production equipment that prints star notes in facilities upgrade to the new ones that actually can produce unsequential straps of 100. So before, star notes used to be able to replace a note in a sequential strap. So if it was 1 through 100, but build number 76 was printed bad, they couldn't put another 76 in there, so they had to replace it with a star note. That's how the old production equipment worked. The new equipment is just going to bundle after you print up a bunch of notes. Even if one's bad, it's just going to print them unsequentially. So it doesn't matter whether one is bad or not. They can pull it out and still bundle 100 notes together. No more need for replacement notes. That will save the Federal Bureau of Engraving and Printing a lot of money down the road. But obviously, investing in newer production equipment is expensive. It takes time. They have to transition them out. And currently, this only applies to the $1 bill. So star notes could become a thing of the past, but probably not for another decade or 2. Although I would imagine collectors will start hoarding these, because imagine in another 10 years when there are no star notes, what these will be going for then. Either way, that's a long outro. Bottom line is, I'm trying to find more star notes for my personal collection. We only added 6, but we added 3 birthday notes. We added a couple older bills and 3 keeper bills, 2 that have a printing or inking error, and 1 repeater. Hopefully, despite the lack of star notes found in today's hunt, you guys still found it enjoyable. If you did, you know I certainly would appreciate that thumbs up. And as always, everyone, happy hunting, and thanks for watching.